Please, sit down. You gonna mic me up here?
Yes, sir. He's already mic'd up, so
Okay.
actually you're stepping on the key.
Oops, sorry about that. How have you been?
Okay, good. Good stuff.
All right. So, I'm sure this is the first interview ever done by Indonesian television in the White House. It must be, right?
This is the first time interview you, Indonesian journalist, right?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
You're quite very good in Indonesia. Still remember?
Masih bisa, omong sedikit.
Sedikit, masih practicing.
No, not practicing. It's just, I used to be fluent, but I don't get a chance to practice.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, whenever we're ready.
Mr. President, thank you for receiving RCTI TV for this interview. Apa kabar, Mr. President?
Baik-baik.
Baik-baik.
Ya, terima kasih.
Masih bisa bahasa Indonesia?
Masih bisa sedikit. Ya, saya sudah lupa banyak, tapi.
Oh, this is quite good. I think banyak latihan. Do you have practice with?
I don't have a chance to practice. One of the interesting things is, I think, Indonesians love their country so much.
Yeah.
They usually go back, and so there isn't a huge immigrant Indonesian population in the United States. So I don't meet enough Indonesians, which also means there aren't enough good Indonesian restaurants here in the United States. Huh?
You have maybe a favorite sentence that you remember that
The truth is that I have so many good memories of Indonesia, and it's such a special place. And keep in mind that my sister is half Indonesian. Many relatives of my stepfather have come to visit here in the United States, and so I've really enjoyed maintaining that connection.
Yes. Mr. President, I've been here for almost 48 hours, and I feel the tense in the atmosphere, the politics, the national politics in America. I was just wondering, I learned that you postponed the trip to Indonesia for 3 days, and we know, the Indonesian know that you're leaving Sunday morning, and we're expecting you on Tuesday, Indonesian time. Are you still on the plan?
Here's where we've made a decision, and we just contacted the Indonesian government because we are in the middle of this huge healthcare debate here in the United States, and it's about to come to a vote, and we've been debating this for a year, and many of those votes were delayed. We contacted the Indonesian government, and in consultation, I think we've agreed that it makes more sense for me to delay the trip until the summer, until sometime in June, so that I'm not rushed. Because my hope was that I was going to be able to spend a few days in Indonesia, not just in bilateral meetings, but also, buying some bakso and some satay, and,
nasi
goreng, going to Jogja or going to Bali, as opposed to just being in Jakarta the entire time. And right now, the schedule is just getting so compressed that, in consultation with the Indonesian government, we thought that it would be best to actually postpone it just for a little bit. But I want to assure all the people of Indonesia that this is something I'm very much looking forward to, that not only because of my personal connection to Indonesia, which is very strong, and I love the Indonesian people, but also because Indonesia has become such an important country. When I moved to Indonesia, it was in 1967. And the incredible economic progress that has been made in Indonesia, the way that Jakarta has changed. When I was there, you still had becaks everywhere, and it was a slow-moving place.
We can find you becak if you want to come on summer.
The only hotel was Hotel Indonesia.
Hotel Indonesia,
And then Serena was where folks did their shopping. But now my understanding is there are buildings everywhere, and that represents the incredible progress that's been made, not only economically, but also in Indonesia being a model of democracy. Such a populous nation and a diverse nation that's able to bring together democratic forces, and Indonesia is going to be a powerhouse internationally. And I've gotten to know your president, and I think he's a fine leader. And working with him, we've been able to make the G20 the premier economic international forum whereas it used to be the G8, and that represents, I think, the progress that Indonesia is making into the into the first tier of economic and political forces in the world.
So you're telling the Indonesian people through me that you're not coming on this Tuesday, but instead you're going this summer?
What we decided, we contacted the Indonesian government to let them know that we thought rather than rush the trip, it was better for us to do it at a more leisurely pace so that we can have an opportunity to travel. And my hope is that that way it's also easier for me to bring my family.
And this time you're going to bring family?
I hope so.
And in your book also, you felt that you should bring the First Lady and your daughters to Prambanan,
yes,
and to Bali,
Borobudur, and to Bali, and take them to my old. I don't know if we can get to my old house in Menteng Dalam.
I think they've been preparing for you.
Yeah.
I mean, even your SD ACC, SD Menteng, they're all preparing for you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how are they going to take it.
Please let them know. I'm going to let them know through you that I'm as disappointed as anybody. The only reason that we decided to delay this is because the most important domestic priority here in the United States is going to be voted on this weekend or early next week, and I have to be here. And unfortunately, I don't have control over the legislative schedule. I'm not a prime minister where I can call the vote anytime I want. It's up to members of Congress to decide when they're going to call the vote, but I have to be here when they make that vote. We don't want terrorism to define our relationship to the Muslim nations around the world.